Now once you're done, you end up with kind of hairy lines where you have curves. The straight lines are fine, but you have to go back with your tools and you still have to blend the new lines. So you want to kind of smooth that out. It's very important that when you're working from the center front on a curve, this is squared. That means that this angle right here is perfectly 90 degrees. That way, when the pattern is open, we'll have a nice smooth neck. We don't want to end up with a point this way, and we don't want to end up with a point this way. So by making sure that's squared, that's not going to happen. Once that's squared, you're going to go in with your curves, and you're going to find something close to what you're doing. You may not always find the exact shape, so what's going to happen is you might have to rotate your tool. So I have it this way, and then I may have to rotate it so that I could use more of the flat side. But the end result is a smooth line. Again, you want this corner to be squared. So you want that to be 90 degrees, and that is 90 degrees. This right here is 90 degrees. Same thing here, at your armhole, you want it to be squared, meaning you want that to be 90 degrees. So when you're squaring, a good rule of thumb is you're squaring away from your stitch line. So this is my stitch line, the pencil line. If I'm squaring away, that means that my ruler can be placed on that line to make sure that this corner right here is 90 degrees. And then we're going to blend. But what do we know about blending? I'm not just going to sit here and blend this funny shape. I actually need to go in and I need to close the dart out so that I can blend a nice armhole. So let's do that. I'm going to cut away all of this excess paper. Once you have all of the excess paper gone, we're going to fold this dart out. So we're going to fold right on the dart legs. The intake goes down, which means I'm bringing this dart leg up to this dart leg so that the intake is facing down. I'm putting my finger here right where the dart ends. If you want to see more about darts, you can look at the other two videos, transferring by pivot and transferring by slash and spread, and I go over all of that. Now, once the dart has been folded out, I want this to be a nice smooth armhole, and you see I kind of have a weird shape right there. If that happens, just go in with your tool and you want to blend that. So I'm going to use the blue pen so you can see. And I'm just going to come in with a smooth curve like this. Okay? I want to blend the whole armhole so it doesn't look like a bunch of different lines. It should all look like a smooth line. So I'm just going to continue rotating my tool. And then here, again, at the side seam, I want to be squared. So if you can see, that's a 90-degree angle. Remember that when you're using the tool, you're going to have to move the tool around because every time you do a curve, it's not going to be exactly this shape. And that goes with any of your tools, especially your curve tools. So it might be a combination of two curve rulers and a straight ruler. Whatever you need to get a nice blended armhole, that's what you're going to use. So I'm just going to continue shaping this so that when I cut it, I have a nice smooth armhole, and this has been reshaped in here. So once you've added all of your seam allowance, you can go ahead and cut the pattern out. Now I want to show you something. I'm going to show you this first. Let me finish this.